Whoa! I heard that render complete sound and some amazing drops. Little sneak preview of those. Welcome everybody to VFX and Chill, the show where I, Hashi, the action movie dad, and Seth Worley, the Seth, and Michael Zalapsky, the great Zalam. How do we still can't remember how to pronounce that one.
It's the I always pronounce it Zalam because it's
Zalam.
Like my last name is Zalapsky, so Zalam.
Zalam.
So yes, welcome to a very exciting episode where all three of us get to be engaged in the exciting business of making visual effects. Now, you have joined us on the fourth, or basically the last Friday of the month, which means that it is time for another exciting round of VFX Royale.
Woohoo!
Woohoo! And if you weren't here last time, what that means is usually you come to VFX and Chill to watch Seth and I break down visual effects from movies and TV shows that you like and try to put them back together again. But today, we are taking your suggestions from the social medias and putting them into our lottery of fictional characters who you, our demented audience, would like to see fight to the death for some reason. And so we got some lovely suggestions, including a lot of my childhood favorite characters this week. I don't know what it is about you not suggesting people who traditionally fight, y'all. But
yeah, I feel like our wheel is primarily filled with beloved childhood, just childhood mascots and
no one's like,
beings.
Ryu from Street Fighter. Like that would be, I want to see him fight, someone from Mortal Kombat. No one does that.
Maybe like two people who have footage of each other punching things.
Literally, there's so much violent iconography from our childhood, and they're like, I would like the most benevolent beings that are available, please. So, but we're going to give you what you want, people. We've got them all.
We are.
Then the wheel.
Seth, do you have the wheels loaded up?
Yeah, let's do it. All right, Hash, you want to go first?
Why not?
Spin.
Watch you.
Gizmo versus E.T.
Oh, it was so close to Gizmo versus the Dark Knight.
I honestly would have paid to see Gizmo versus Dark Knight if we have extra time, but this is terrible. I actually know who I want. The world wants E.T. to win. No one likes Gizmo. Gremlins is known to be an unloved
You're
film.
going to get some comments.
And bring them on. Give me the comments, jerks. I'm here.
Wow, Mogwai shaming this early on Friday.
And it's not even the right show. This is not the show where I crap on Gremlins. That's my other one, but I'm doing it here anyway.
Some crossover Gremlins crabbing.
Speaking of gremlin grabbing, I don't know. Whatever that's a euphemism for, it's about to happen right here. Let me spin. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's given me exactly what I want. The Batman versus the Dark Knight. I say this because I prepped for... Oh my God. I'm so excited. You have no idea. I literally didn't prep for other things because I wanted this.
Okay. So the Batman, that's Batmanson, right?
The Batman would be Pattinson. The Dark Knight would be Bailinson. Yeah. So Pattinson versus Bailinson. Michael.
Oh yes.
Would you like to spin,
I'm doing
sir?
things right. Yes.
Yep.
Let's do this.
Here we go.
Wheels. What you got?
Grogu.
Excellent. Adorable.
Wow. It's not easy being green today.
Both of them. So basically, you've got Yoda voiced by the same person.
Oh, it's Frank. No, actually, it's not.
So you've got
Frank Oz versus Jim Henson.
Well,
right?
Yes, we're so close to. I mean,
they're basically both Muppets. Honestly,
they're basically at the end of the day.
Right. Yeah, we got two green Muppets fighting each other. Excellent.
Oh man,
this is going to be wonderful. Okay. VFX Royale.
Let's see. What have we got here?
I said, just so you know, the chat is, of course, blowing up, as expected, at your Gizmo hatred. The chat is firmly Team Gizmo.
All agreeing. Oh, you mean it's just Ryan Pauly, right? It's just Ryan Pauly posting, my co-host of the Writers Room Game Show and misguided fan of Gremlins. It
started with David Fairchild, then, of course, Ryan Pauly, but then Alejandro and Brian
Alejandro and Brian sounds like a show I want to write, by the way. I don't know why. A cop show. Anyway.
And yeah, I know you don't
Brian
like to plug your own
Grogu action.
Oh my gosh, Grogu.
Okay, well, real quick, hey, let's think about this. So,
Alejandro, I said Grogu is basically Yoda.
What's some stuff we might learn today, gentlemen?
What is some stuff we might learn today? I think that we might. We're probably going to be doing some roto brushing, right? I mean, that's a basic.
Rotoscoping, color matching.
Color matching, that's a good one.
Roto brushing. Let's see. Color matching. This is just, we could just leave this filled in on the text. This is what we do every week. What was that, Michael?
Oh, I said how to fight with rainbows.
How to fight with rainbows.
I was trying to think, Kermit, why are there so many fight moves about rainbows? I don't know. We'll figure something out. Roto brushing, color matching for sure. Probably motion tracking.
Again, I could just leave this filled out every week.
Yeah, probably some needless Kermit the Frog voices.
After Effects.
Brian says his name is E. Rice. Darby Facento, whoever that is, says Gremlins is the movie version of Live, Laugh, Love, which is not true. That would be Eat, Pray, Love. But anyway.
Violent Gizmo death.
Okay.
That's our list.
Now,
I'm probably going to do some Cinema 4D stuff. I suspect highly that I'm going to do, because I want them to, I want to give them an arena to battle in. So I'm probably going to try to do a quick Cinema 4D arena build.
Let's see. This reminds me a bit. I have E.T. who...
Oh, man.
This is so unfair.
Can I go to our split? Is that all right?
Yeah, sure. Okay. I did, let's see, a while back. Let me see. I'm going to dig it up. Let's see. Is it on one of the hard drives that is on my person? Just so y'all know, I carry my hard drives on a belt with me at all times, just in case I end up somewhere and need to.
And they're huge LaCie drives with the AC adapters as well, like the old giant LaCie time machines that were.
They are FireWire.
Yeah.
Oh, old school. Oh, hey, for those of you in the chat who are wondering about the T-Rex particle disintegration, we actually talked about that in last week's episode.
We did.
Man.
So if you hop over to last week's episode after this one is done, you should be able to enjoy that piece of cinematic entertainment.
And you will do that and enjoy it. I'm going to import all of our Batmen. I don't feel like I need to settle just for Battinson and Balinson. I've got Westinson or Addinson and Legoson that's falling apart.
Wait, let me see. I want to deliver something to you, Seth, because I want to see if there's a way to bring this up with sound. I'm going to put it in our renders folder, but it's called Signs Cornfield.
Signs Cornfield.
Yeah, we have a weird. I can't explain the inside joke at all online. There'll have to be another show. But what was it? What is this one for?
Jason Murphy says, "Ugh, I have so many of those LaCie drives or LaCie drives, however it's pronounced. But I do know that he capitalized it correctly with the C up and big."
Well done.
Well done. Okay, I'm looking at the Mel Gibson.
Signs Cornfield.
Okay. Signs Cornfield. Where is it?
So in renders for today.
Okay. Am I playing this on the show?
Do we have a clip? Yeah, do we have a clips
I don't
window?
See
it. I'm sabotaging Seth because I got nothing over here.
I actually can't find it. Where is it?
Today's Royale renders.
Today's Royale renders. Yeah, I'm looking right at it.
Did my Dropbox close at some point? No. Where's Dropbox? How long has it not been syncing?
Uh-oh.
I'm so sorry, Michael.
It's okay. I got some assets, and I'm already on the move.
I have one really important asset.
At some point we're going to have the coolest directory ever, and we should unleash it on.
Just so many assets.
It really is. It's like, it's a bunch of really crappy roto because it's like the quantity of assets that we're putting into this thing. We don't have time to like fine tune any of the rotos. So it's just like the world's biggest library of terribly rotoed copyright material.
It'll be perfect. Definitely a monetizable deal.
There's Science Cornfield. Found it. All right. So we're going to play this on the show.
Yeah, this is some excitement. I actually do have an ET model that I'm going to bring in and that I previously had used for this.
Do we
little
want
bit
sound?
Of excitement. Yeah, let's do sound. Why not? Let's get a copyright strike going. Is video not meant to endorse any specific performers or
racists? I remember this.
What you're about to see may disturb you.
Forgot about this.
Move, children! Vámonos!
Oh, looks.
All right. Just having some fun.
I love that he is in no hurry. It is a jazz stroll
you've ever seen.
Oh my gosh.
I actually love that movie and that scene in particular. And this is the better version of it. 100%.
It is. So I have done some video remixes with ET before. And I think I know many named Seth would love to see horrible things happen to Gizmo. And
not just me, it's pretty much everybody. We all are in agreement that Gremlins is a terrible movie.
Where are my... What do I got? Where are my... Okay. What could you not look?
Oh, he's adorable.
Seth.
He's just in a terrible movie. He is an adorable, iconic character. 100%. It's just a shame that he's in the movie Gremlins. That's all I'll say. Also, maybe I'll also say some other things as well.
But I think the fun thing about the Signs one is that it was fun to put E.T. into a movie that didn't belong in. What if the dad, instead of Gizmo, brings home an E.T. and has the same set of rules for E.T.s as he does for Gremlins? I think that could be a fun direction to go with this.
Okay. So break that down for people who have been able to avoid the abomination that is Gremlins.
So there will be some Gizmo erasure, but for the sake of presenting a movie in which E.T. arrives as a Christmas present with the same 3 rules: that you're not to get him wet, feed him after midnight, or expose him to sunlight.
I'm in.
Excellent. I think that I'm going to do this in the form of a fake movie trailer.
Real quick, I just want to invite anyone who is interested to reserve some money in their wallet for this wonderful sweatshirt from the Writers Room Game Show that proves the...
No.
All right, that's enough. I'm done. I can't do it when Polly's not here to defend himself. It's not fair. Okay. It feels so quiet
Jason
today.
Murphy in the chat says, today we learned that we all disagree with Seth.
Welcome to the internet, the rest of you. It feels quiet today. I feel like we should talk more. Maybe it's because we had music playing ahead of time. I can turn on the American Tail soundtrack while we work again and
great!
I'll definitely get a copyright strike.
Yeah,
and I'll cry again all over my microphone.
Let's see. I have a pretty good idea of what I'm doing. I've got. Oh God! Turn off the sound. Maybe turn the sound back on. What?
My gang of psychopaths.
Okay, well, I've got tons of death and destruction. Yeah, this is going to be great. Because in the Batman, there is this moment where, and I've erased the goon, where he throws the guy up against the bar that's like electrified, and then he throws him on the ground. I'm pretty confident that I can just put Batman right up against there. And look, Batman's even like Bale's holding his his own like neck, so I can make it look. It's just gonna look like it's Pattinson's hand. yes, 100%.
A hand from somewhere else, a discombobulated hand holding a person up, and the.
Well, I mean, let's just see. Like I've got the background. I'll make the comp from that, and I've got foreground. What did I do? Oh, it's the bar. That's right. So I've got the bar. I'll just drop. Oh, wrong one. That's the over. So I did bar against. Yeah, here we go.
Okay. I'm going to show a quick little trick that I like in Premiere that I didn't know about until Seth told me, which is that if you have something like this, like a long clip with a bunch of cuts and stuff, you can right-click on it and you can say Scene Edit Detection, and then click on that and say, like, apply a cut at each cut point. And Premiere will just go ahead automatically through it and cut that clip into clips.
Yes, it will. Edit detection. Okay, so he looks like he's just being held up there. I think I'm going to have to put him against that side of the bar because it doesn't look right like this, the angle he's at. I feel like he needs to be up right here. So we're not even going to get a really good look at that hand, but animate him to come into the shot. I'm just going to start with this shot and build everything.
How are you already like on you've got a shot going? All right.
Well, who are you talking to?
So you can see what edit detection has done. It's split this clip into all of its sub clips, which is really great. Which is perfect because I wanted to be able to grab like this this awesome jump scare moment where he opens the box. But I think I'll instead insert. Let me see if I can find a good one. E.T. Import all of my E.T. scenes. I have all sorts of things. My son has suggested that I have Cuphead fight Bendy or Cuphead fight Bimbo, the Max Fleischer Bimbo, nice. Which I think could be a fun one to do sometime. What do we think? E.T. gets drunk. E.T. government invades.
E.T. gets drunk. You were saying earlier, just the idea that Elliot and E.T. get drunk is an actual scene from the movie. It's not some like video we made on the show.
Let's see. Where are?
It's too dramatic of a.
No, where's a better view of E.T. then?
Vitor says, you guys ever thought about doing a VFX and Chill about games visual effects? Yes, it has been discussed, and we might still do it. Keep asking for it, and it will be more likely to happen. And Vern says, I would have the Adam West Batman running with the iconic bomb and then blowing up as the Christian Bale Batman. LOL. Brian Urice says that they're also with Vitor and would love doing a game visual effects episode, but then they retracted their comment, so who knows?
We definitely.
Speaking of, I've already put the two characters together here. We've got
screen. Let's see.
Kermit sitting here sipping his tea, just having a good old day, and suddenly, his enemy Grogu
is just standing there.
Standing there, staring down. Now we had gotten some notes from the.
Oh my God!
We'd gotten some notes from the director that the animals panicking in the background were a little bit distracting, so we used some colorista to take that red tone just down a so they're not so distracting.
I felt like that was just the window, like that was just the way that it was coming through the window. That's great.
Yeah, I was trying a couple different ways of doing it because Magic Bullet Looks has the ability to color remap. So I was actually thinking about, instead of remapping it to be this kind of brown tinted background color, I was thinking about more doing like making them maybe match, make it be a whole planet full of green folk. But I decided I didn't want to do that. And because these are clearly furrier creatures, so I decided to just skip that whole plan and to go with just dim them down a bit. Then I used a bit of super comp over top of the whole shebang to make Grogu fit in there a little bit better. If you want to see it, I can do it without super comp, just in general. Just sets him in there a little better. We've got color correction with the handy match background button. Got edge blend, just slightly. I should probably crank that just a touch more. Then we've got light wrap, haze, since he threw that window, and reverse light wrap, just to make him sit in that scene. So we're starting off with him sipping his tea, and then my enemy. So we'll have to figure out what to make Kermit say later. Chat has any suggestions, because Kermit is getting real chatty up in here. So,
hi there. This is Kermit the Frog, wondering if the chat would please tell me something to say.
Oh my God, was that Kermit in the show? That was incredible.
We're famous for our celebrity cameos here.
Yes, we are. Was it Kermit or was it Carl Sagan? I can't figure out which one. Okay, back to. Oh wait, that was. Do I get to use this now?
I don't think so.
Well, I did. I did it. I also left him on at the beginning of the show, and so if you missed that, definitely go back to our intro to see all our planned drops all at once.
I got my plan to make a trailer out of this, I think, is coming together nicely because Gremlins came out in 1984, which means it was the prime time for movie trailers that were like, meet this character. This is where they live. This is what's going on. But what happens when a crazy wizard takes them on an adventure? They defeat the first obstacle, the third obstacle, and ultimately the bad guy in the end, relieving all tension from your viewing enjoyment. But there's a great little narration about that I think I'm going to underscore this with. And it's even Steven Spielberg presents. But anyone have a suggestion for what we could change the title to if instead of Mogwai it were ETs in this movie? ETs is a weird mouthful. Or not a mouthful, but
ETs, yeah.
ETs.
I'm not sure.
This
clip is fun. We've painted out Bane, and so it's just the Invisible Man beating the crap out of Batman.
He's just sleeping. He's taking a little.
They wanted me to make this because they got me all the coverage but I needed. Like, because I've got, where is the Batman punch down? Somewhere in here.
Gosh.
Oh, I thought I had Batman punching. I may have to just steal it from the trailer. It's a quiet episode.
Sorry, someone in the chat is being timed out.
Time out. Classic Zach Morris reference. Which trailer? It was the Fandom teaser. That's the one. Where he's like, vengeance, brrr, and he punches guy in the face like a whole bunch. Oons. All right, here we go.
All right. So what I'm doing is I'm doing an edit, and like just pure, like it's very boring to watch, but purely a video audio edit of a trailer that I think I can start replacing clips from, because I've got too much material. I have like all the best scenes out of Gremlins and E.T., but it's too much. I gotta whittle it down.
Yeah, that's a problem, because you have to when you didn't shoot for a visual effects shot and you don't have a script, and you've got this abundance of material, it's tricky. I'm trying to find a good shot of Grogu forcing someone to do something.
That's grim, the way you phrase that.
I mean, using the Force to make someone do something. Is that better?
Yes.
There we go. I
Sure.
think the third or fourth, like toward the end there.
Got some handy roto. Hang on, that's the wrong clip. I don't want that one to watch.
Oh, I
Pre-rendered.
got this.
There we go. That's better.
Okay. I wonder if I can add Batman fighting what I really want is that shot of two Batmen fighting. And I've got this awesome shot that looks like it's from like a nightclub or a prison or both. And I've got the rails foreground and I've painted out the goons. So
It's beautiful.
I have fighting from this angle.
Fighting. I'm just repeating everything you say.
Yes, you should. You should. Oh, that could work.
All right. I'm going to try to trailer voice, huh?
Yeah, the people want your trailer voice, Hash.
Well, it depends on what era. Like if I'm doing this era, it's like it's not the Inner World guy. This was the like. Probably like
yeah, that guy, yeah,
Billy
Bobby Newport, yeah.
So what does this guy sound like?
Like that.
This guy sounds like this. Steven Spielberg presents.
Well, do we have reference?
Gremlins.
Can you play audio?
I'm literally using it. I'm cutting it together right now.
Well, let's play. Let's hear what it sounds like.
Let me see. How can I share my audio? Let me. I gotta go to Bob's and then I'll throw in my. Wait. Is my OBS virtual camera audio going to you?
I don't know. Nobody knows.
Let's see. Audio
I can
output
find it real
capture.
quick if you want.
Add that real quick and see. Can anybody hear this?
No.
All right. Let's see.
I can find it real quick. I've got it in the.
Some rando called Blake Rizzo wants Seth to put Billy Idol's "Dancing with Myself" on the Batman fighting. Done.
I'm in the corner.
Who this Blake Rizzo character is?
I hope we just recorded that.
Oh, Billy Idols. I went to the Robin classic, which I love as well.
Gremlins trailer. Here we go. Oh, I gotta enable sound.
It's the one that says like official trailer 1984.
Yeah, that's this one.
Cool.
Steven Spielberg presents.
Oh, that's
Steven Spielberg.
That's Albie Duncan from Parks with a West Wing. It's Hal.
Steven Spielberg presents Gremlins.
I forget the actor's name. Hal something.
Steven Spielberg presents Gremlins.
It's not actually him, but it sounds like it.
Elser has a nice home.
Billy, is that you?
Yeah, Mom, it's me.
A nice job.
Quality filmmaking.
So good. Look at that. Look how disorganized.
Anything this Thursday night?
Oh no!
On a date?
He's a lizard person.
I'd love to.
And loving parents who are about to give him.
Hey, I got you this racist present from a racist part of town.
No, don't shake it. We're gonna have to open it now. It won't wait till Christmas.
The most unusual.
Even though it's clearly alive.
Gift he ever got.
Yes.
What is it?
No.
It's your new pet.
Come on, Barney, be a good dog. My dad gave it to me.
But there are a few things to keep in mind.
All right, Hashi, you got enough reference. Feed into the Hashi AI.
I do. Perfect.
Let's get a take of it. Action.
Hi. So what have we got? He's going to talk about. I just want to keep clips from this movie. I like the structure of the rules of the Gremlins. So I'm going to find the dad laying out these rules. Billy meets Gizmo. Okay, boom. Let's find that bit of the clip. I cut right to the dad being like, I don't know, some Chinese guy.
I don't know, something racist.
That's the actual dialogue from the film.
And he's like, "Oh yeah, there's some things I forgot to tell you." So good. This is so great.
How does this look? These two Batmen fighting. Well, I'm gonna, obviously super comp the crap out of this, but the blocking's fine there, I think, right?
Oh my gosh. It's so good.
All right, so now let's see if I can get this.
You just need a teeny bit of tinting, and you're just like barely. Oh my gosh!
Good though. Those are good shots to put together.
I shot them both. I am both Christopher Nolan and Matt Reeves.
This has been a long con too.
Yeah, just for this live stream on this fine February 25th. Let's see.
25th already?
Yeah, man. Yeah, it is. VFX Super Comp. Michael, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm trying to get a shot of Grogu here doing Force stuff. He's going to push Kermit out of the diner and into the battle space, which I will be building shortly.
Beautiful.
He's adorable.
So that's my plan. He's just going to go,
Is that Roto Grogu?
Kermit go,
Is that Roto Grogu or 3D Grogu?
This is Roto Grogu.
Roto Grogu.
Looks great.
Roto Grogu.
Grogu.
Yeah. Hashi did the Roto for me. Thank you very much, Hashi.
Yes, Michael has, I'm not going to say a real job while we're being recorded. And so we often try to feed Michael something delicious at the end of a VFX and VFX Royale week.
Yeah, so Hashi nicely starts me off with a bunch of assets in the folder for all of us to play with. Hashi and Seth both pull them together, and I do not do that. So I'm just giving the props. I did not roto this. This is a pre-Hashi. This is a Hashi pre-rotoed thing. So thank you.
You can never have too many pre-rotoed Grogus.
Red Plaid Films has joined Red Giant in the chat for making this a red party. So hello, Red Plaid Films.
Red Plaid.
Back over to us. I'm just super comping some Batman up in the haze.
Oh, I meant to mention that I was color grading this to slightly more match the other shot with Colorista, but we don't need to talk about it. It's just pushing colors around.
All right, I'm gonna have to key the color correction on this in Super Comp. Shouldn't be too hard.
Right now, I'm just trying to remember where I've saved all of my random files.
Do you need me to take you off screen for any reason?
No, I'm good. Okay, here we are. I was pretty sure I already had this cornfield scene, so I didn't download it again. So there's a part in the trailer where he's like, he doesn't like bright lights, which is perfect for this clip, I think.
Yeah, the doesn't like bright lights is a nice reaction kind of shot, yeah.
Poor E.T. Oh, this is fun. It's so exciting to watch someone edit, I am sure.
Oh, I mean, our show is watch us do visual effects. So, I mean...
Yeah, one of the...
People should be fairly used to that at this point.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
There we go.
People in the chat, feel free to jump in with questions, suggestions.
People in the chat.
All right. So, Michael, you've been using some Colorista today already, right?
Colorista. Colorista has been pretty good to me overall.
That is wonderful.
Just in life. Big fan of Colorista. You can do a lot with it. It's why it's one of the industry standard go-to things now.
Industry standard go-to things. It's true.
Well, it just gives you the ton of power that's not native in NLEs. Well, a lot of NLEs, I should say, with Resolve being a notable exception.
Who edited E.T.?
It
wasn't like Marshall Lucas at that time, was it?
No, it wasn't. Kaplan, right? I think Kaplan was already editing for him.
Gosh, it's so good. This scene where Elliot is startled by him is so. There are so many cuts right here, and like they're all just so great. Ugh,
that scene just terrified me as a kid.
It's so good.
It's scary.
Oh my God! You just cut to the guy from Gremlins, and it made it scarier. Like, why are you here?
Oh my gosh! I need to go look up. So I'm gonna just say this out loud. You don't need my audio, but so the dad's dialogue goes as such. I'm gonna try the teleprompter thing. I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna try to say it just like a second later. All right, let's see. You know, there's some things I forgot to tell you guys, and they're really important. Number one, he hates bright lights. We know that. But you got to keep him out of the sunlight. Sunlight will kill him. Number two, keep him away from water. Don't give him any water to drink. And whatever you do, don't give him a bath. And probably the most important thing.
Don't touch him.
Ever
His bathing suit
eat him after midnight. And what I love is that if you are a fan of E.T.'s deleted scenes from the...
yeah! You've got... Oh, man. You've got everything you need.
Let me see. E.T. Where are they? All deleted scenes.
The bathtub.
You will know that whatever you do, don't give him a bath. Idiot! Look at that. So we have the... Oh wait, I forgot about this shot. So don't let him near water, and he should sit in the background.
And it's in the red light, and oh my gosh, that's so good.
Oh, okay. I was thinking about using Billy Piltzer as the main character in this, but I don't know if I can cut around it so it's just Elliot.
I think that's going to be a lot more work than just letting it be Henry Thomas. Plus, you know, Elliot's the better character of the two. Better written.
Yeah, like better for story arc, better for naming children after, better for what have you.
Absolutely true.
Oh, and does everybody know this scene that is on the screen right now? Shout out in the chat if you know whose hands these are.
Jeff Goldblum. Just kidding. We all know that.
IMDb says E.T. was edited by Carol Littleton.
Oh, sorry, my bad. Everyone knows that right there is Little Richard playing the principal. I'm sorry, it's Michael Dorn. No, it's Brent Spiner. I'm just naming actors. I actually know who it is. I'm being a dummy. It's Harrison Ford. That's why he's pointing. Actually, does the hand point? Does he ever point?
He gestures to the window. Let me see. Oh, yeah, there it was.
But like in an accusatory way toward the window, like.
Let me see.
Oh, he pointed.
He pointed.
You need that point.
You switched the samples.
The window.
He does point. He's like, you switched the samples. Yep.
So great. So great.
I feel like I'm ruining this over here. I'm gonna just start fresh.
All right, I've got to find where's E.T. looking all. Ooh, wait, you got to keep him out of the sunlight. Let me find that. Okay, where's the scene here where they? Oh yeah, this is perfect for it. Got to keep him out of the sunlight. Yeah, right there.
Michael got me this for our anniversary. That's what they look like.
Let's see. No, I got to cut the end point here. This is too easy. Oh, that's a really small clip.
What am I hearing?
Oh, you are hearing the music box that I bought my husband for our anniversary. His grandfather, that he really loves and is like a father to him, collects these little copper music boxes over the years.
Oh, wow.
And then his wife, my husband's grandmother, would buy him one, every once in a while. So he has this pretty large collection of these copper music boxes.
Oh.
And Ben really, really loves them, and he now has most of his grandfather's copper music box collection. And I've decided that I'm going to start doing the same thing. So for Valentine's Day, I bought Ben a little copper music box. It's a little sewing machine, and you spin it, and it does the little thing.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome! Is it like a Singer style?
Yeah, like a Singer sewing machine.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, because my husband does a lot of that kind of stuff. He's very talented in many ways. One of which is he's made a lot of clothing and other stitchy things over the years.
That's so cool.
Not that anyone needs to know that, but that's what the noise was you were hearing.
I did need to know that. I've been needing to know that all week. Finally, I can sleep.
I keep missing the end key to jump to the end of my timeline. I keep hitting the page down key, which is highly annoying.
Is it a different keyboard than you're used to?
No, this is the thing. Like, I've been working on this laptop for a while, and just for some reason I keep doing that.
You need those smooth hands like Harrison Ford to hit the right key every time. He's his point.
Famously smooth hands.
Because if anyone knows anything about Harrison Ford, it's that his hands are smooth.
Yeah, hand solo. That's why
someone who does have very smooth hands, Sylvester Stallone.
Oh, sorry, Jesse. Currently,
Jesse Raphael.
Jesse Rogers is asking, can we mention the Red Giant tools we're using? Yes, Supercomp and Colorista for me currently, and I will be using Particular here shortly. And I suspect. I haven't quite decided how I'm going to make Kermit blast away through this cafe into Fight Zone, but I think I'm just going to do an abstract particle like warp thing, just inventing a force push skill that George Lucas has not thought of. So I'm probably going to be using Particular to make a little warp thing as they shoot into the thing, and then I'll be using Maxon's Cinema 4D to build up a little battle zone for them to start fighting in. So that's the Red Giant tools that I'm using. What about you all?
I'm using the Supercomp. I use the Supercomp to make the pizza. And that's me.
I'm pretty sure that I will use some Supercomp in here. I've just got to get to that stage. But right now, it's mostly just me cutting clips of E.T. to the dialogue about what Gremlins hate.
I hope you don't end up just... dialogue about what Gremlins hate.
We do get distracted occasionally from our jobs.
I don't ever get distracted. I'm constantly focused on what I'm supposed to be doing.
Oh my gosh. Look at this poor alien.
Boo. I thought I had this.
All right, what are you working on, Seth? I have completely tuned you out.
Well, now I've got the luminance like going all over the place on this Can I keyframe the mids? Oh, there it is. Okay. Sorry, guys.
They're like Easter eggs.
I'm trying to like color match each of these. Like, there's just a ton of lighting changes in this sequence here because it's got these flashing club lights. And so I'm trying to... wow, that doesn't match at all what I'm doing here. I need to start over on that.
Let's see. Frigby wants Miss Piggy to Hiya Grogu.
Don't we?
So that's closer to a Frank Oz double special there.
Yeah.
Like tangentially.
Oz v Oz. Ozvoz.
Mm-hmm.
Then we've got... Oh, Nick Smith says the Tom Cruise's hands, by the way. Frigby says there's Hans Gruber. So there's that. Jason says that I feel like Seth is going to keyframe those flashing levels, and then Hashi will spout off a simple expression that would do it automatically based on the footage brightness. There is an auto levels thing, but it's not exactly what you're looking for. Now you
you could have used haze in.
Yeah,
I did, but it
Doesn't.
just blinded him. Like it didn't really do. I mean, not blinded, but it washed him out. But he had the same luminance values. Unless I just did it wrong.
Now Darby is asking a question that may or may not be the start of a riddle, which is why does ET look like a whoopee cushion? And that definitely sounds like the start of a riddle of some kind.
Yep, it does.
So Darby, you better have a good punchline for this.
All right, I need some more clips of ET to figure this out. Let's see, maybe there's some good... Like, there's got to be some scenes where he's in the kitchen at the beginning, right? Just, like, talking that I could replace these cutaways to Billy with, right? I see something like this. We're going to pretend this is his dad.
Oh, if I do this...
Somebody'll kill him. All right, you know what? Since obviously one of the places that I want to go with this trailer is the aftermath, I am going to jump ahead. The editing is a little boring to watch, but I think that if an ET were allowed to eat after midnight, that it would go into a cocoon, right? And then turn into something worse than an ET, right?
Yeah.
So I am going to find my model.
I mean, what could be worse than an ET?
Oh, just you wait. We're going to grab ET, and we are going to use some Cinema 4D to turn him into a Gremlin ET. Someone figure out a better title for this business.
GT. Gremlin Theft Auto.
Gremlin Theft Auto. Okay, so let's see. What have we got in terms of geometry here? I'm going to see. He's one nice object like that. So let's go to point mode. All right, one of the first things I think he will need is a set of teeth, right? Like a standard like gremlin set of teeth. So maybe let me... If you're out there, Sketchfab, update your Sketchfab importer for cinema.
Okay.
And then
I think they have a 25 update out.
Oh, have they now?
I think so.
Hashi.
I recall them updating it a while back. Hashi and Seth. Someone is asking what kind of GPUs you're using, not caring what kind of GPUs I'm using.
Yeah, screw you, Michael. With
my NVIDIA GeForce RTX 2070 Super in my HP ZBook. Who cares about that? What GPUs are you two using?
What have I got? I am using a good old, what is it? I've forgotten now.
I don't know.
I've fallen off the hardware. Wait. All right, I'm gonna pull it up. What do we got here? We've got the here are the specs, hardware components. I am using right here on screen the GeForce RTX 2080 Ti. And the rest of my system specs are right here.
Oh, it's too late now, Brian. It's too late now to apologize. I'm already hurt.
I'm on an Apple M1 Max. So that's me.
An apple, like the fruit.
Like the fruit.
Good thing to name a computer company after, because everyone knows how fast fruit are at processing graphic images.
Time Flies like... Wait, what's the term? What's the Groucho Marx term?
Time flies like an arrow, fruit flies like a banana.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. I am on Unsplash at the moment, getting a picture of a cafe to blow Kermit through. So,
nice. To do what to Kermit?
Gonna blow him through it, like, because he's at the window, so I need like the inside of the cafe for him to like blow across.
Got it.
Nice.
Got it. Okay.
All right. I've got a little soft selection going over here. Just drew it across a couple of these polys right here so I can open up this mouth a little bit. Oh, they're not connected. Oh, I'll have to figure that out. So maybe I'll grab these points as well and see if I can raise. No, it's weird. It's weird. He's not seamed. So let me see if I can throw this ET object into a connector object, maybe? Will that help? I'm going to lose his... then I weld. Okay. Is the welding making any horrible texturing issues? Just looks like it's fine. All right. I think it's okay. Y'all think it's okay, right?
Yeah.
Right, let's weld it, and then we'll press C to make it a solid object again. It probably doesn't have its skin anymore.
Yeah.
So I'll have to re-rig it. Okay, there we go. Now I'm getting somewhere with an opened mouth. All right.
A
good way to live life.
Yeah, always want to get somewhere with an open mouth.
Yes. Okay. Now, are these teeth? Okay, so this model does have teeth, but these teeth are going to have to go, obviously.
Obviously.
Select connected. They're just one object, right? Perfect. Okay, I'm going to, because I apparently didn't update my Sketchfab importer.
Oh.
What should I do? Would that take long, or should I just open my older cinema? What have you got going on, Michael?
Oh, I've got my cafe up on...
Oh my gosh, a rare appearance of Kermit's full body.
Yeah. Yeah, so this Kermit is going to be not tap dancing as he is here. He's going to be up, like, he's going to be doing this.
He's going to
be... Yeah. He's
getting
backwards.
It's one of the funniest things I've ever seen. I love it so much.
Oh my gosh.
It's gonna be great. So he's gonna be getting blown backwards with some, and it's going to like warp, like twist, warp, and into like random wormhole looking stuff as he gets blasted to the battle zone, which is definitely part of Star Wars lore and not something I'm making up for my own convenience.
It's amazing. Okay, why is this? Everything looks so. Oh my gosh.
Red Plaid Films says they sold all their Macs because they got tired of slow AE projects, and After Effects is currently in beta on M1. So if you have a Mac with a chip and want to see if AE is tons faster, try the public beta of After Effects installs alongside your current version. Actually, everyone, if you use After Effects at all, you should really install the public beta. It installs alongside the shipping one. There's no issues as far as it affecting the other. So you can use the public beta for all the nice new features, like the new properties panel. If you use shape layers at all, you're going to want the new properties panel. You can use all of it. And then if something, for whatever reason, is wrong on the, like, buggy on the beta, which is rare, but if
buggy
it is,
on the beta,
you can always open it back up in the shipping version and you're good to go. Like, the project files are compatible. And so go ahead, get the public beta of After Effects and go crazy.
Go crazy.
Just adding some standard Gremlins lighting, which is like a slight underlighting of red, slight blue rim, and that way I'll be able to see how this ET is getting transformed. That's that for now.
Oh yeah, switch over here.
Oh.
Oh my God, that ET.
Welcome, everybody. All right, so I'm selecting my mesh here, and I'm going to go to my mesh brushes, and I'm going to go to grab. It's just one of the handier ones. And so what we're coming up with, obviously, is a gremlinified ET. So I'll go to the straightforward view, and I kind of don't mind if it looks terrifying. It's got to be what would happen to ET if he eats after midnight.
Jason Murphy says the snail thing that shows what's adding to the render time is great. That is now in the shipping version, but yes, it is great. And the snail's name is Oscar, just so you know. Officially, the snail's name is Oscar, as in Oscar Go, because escargot, because it shows you what's slowing things down, what's speeding things up. Yes, the little render time column is hugely handy when you're trying to troubleshoot comps or find out why they're slow or how to make them faster.
Very cool.
Agreed.
I never realized how similar an ET was to a gremlin face. Like already, like it's got the. I probably should have turned on some symmetry before I started doing all of my warping, but maybe this will give it that asymmetrical, artistic edge. Okay, ET. Make the nose a little bit more pinchy. How are we liking this guy? Missing teeth.
Not at all. I do not like that. That is Five Nights at ET's.
Yes, I definitely want to get myself into some making some shots where I replace the gremlins with this ET. I think I might be a little bit more excited to do that than to do the editing of the trailer. But I'll drop the edited trailer on our social and everything like that afterward. But yeah, the editing part's going to be boring.
How are we on time right now?
Let's get it.
1 o'clock.
An hour in.
I shouldn't be all right.
So I'm going to do some more of this crazy stuff because this will be fun to watch. I'm going to go back to my grab brush and back up a little bit. Where are you?
So while you're doing your modeling and Seth is doing his Sething, do you all have a beverage you love having while VFXing, asks Jesse Rogers. It depends on what time of day it is for me, and if I'm working on a Maxon stuff. If I'm working for Maxon projects, water. If I'm working on freelance projects, and any of the producers of those projects listening, water. If they're not listening, it depends on the time of year. Gin Fizz is a good spring beverage. Old Fashioned is always a good choice. Whiskey Sour is a good summer one. In the winters, I like a dark and stormy. In the fall, I like a good smoky Lefroy. Neat.
I cannot drink while working. But
it's not like I drink 10 of them, like just one for nice, excitement on the tongue. It's not like I'm like getting plastered.
I'm a big fan of excitement on the tongue.
Title of this show. Excitement on the tongue, mouth stuff.
If we're talking cocktails, it took a second for that to get through this wire and up to my ear. God.
Because I'm modeling you guys, what?
So I'm a big fan of a Sazerac. That's my
Sazeracs are good.
And I also love a revolver, which is coffee liqueur with whiskey and some orange bitters and a flamed orange peel. Very smoky, and those are my two. That and the Old Fashioned, obviously. Those are my
flamed orange peels are a good choice. It's a good choice.
It was my nickname in high school, Flamed Orange Peel, and I never knew why. They just started calling me that.
It's very specific.
Yeah,
I'm almost always drinking a coffee, which I'm out of right now. I should go refill my coffee. Look at this very, very round mug I got going on.
Nice. I'm out of coffee too, but I'm also hyper focused enough. The Batman is all I need today.
Hyper focus.
I'm kind of wondering. I got Michael. I grabbed you a Grogu earlier.
Grab me a Grogu.
And now I'm a little curious if.
Yes.
Just out of curiosity, if I take said Grogu. And I'm just going to grab the Geo for his head. And yes, paste them in here. Let's see, what would this look like? Where is the object? Come on, object. All right.
Victor wants you to invert the shape of E.T.'s eyes to make him look evil.
Oh, man. I need to at least change them to cat eyes is the difference. You have baby eyes on Gizmo and cat eyes on Gremlins, right? So let's go to our good old friend Photoshop and pull up. How do you guys say it? Why is everyone laughing? Why am I?
If I said it, it would be insensitive.
Where? Okay, what do we got? We got E.T., we got his textures, we've got an eye, we got a body. We're going to open these up. We're going to put them in here. And, that's a very simple texture. Oh, it's probably a little off screen for everybody here. Whoops. No, what did I do?
No.
All right, so we've got some ET skin and some...
oh, God. Oh, no.
Ooh.
All right, so let me go find a delicious cat eye.
That's some H.R. Geiger stuff right there. That looks like the walls in Prometheus.
It does. I had heard at one point that Geiger draws from the top left of the canvas to the bottom right and then doesn't really go back.
Oh, really?
Like a human printer.
Like a hypersexual human printer, which is the name of this episode.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to paste a way too high resolution image right on top of that. And let's see how high. Wow. Okay. I wonder if I'll be close enough that I should actually scale up this texture too. Image. Canvas size is how to scale up something while leaving everything else stacked. Oh, it's only 128. It's assuming that it's very small. So let's try. I thought you meant
time-wise.
No, it's only. It depends on where you are in the world. Let's just do 800. Right. I don't know how close I'm going to get to. Yes. Okay, so instead of this cute little eye, I'm going to go with this eye. But I need to figure out if I want it scaled like this, or should I just save right over that file? I don't know if I need it like this. Save a copy as gremlinized. Gremlin eye. Save a copy. How many times have you guys moved to another program and left this JPEG screen hanging and you're like, where's my JPEG?
All the time.
Story of my life.
Of my life.
All right, so now we're back in here. Let's find which material was that. It's this one, and we're going to replace it. So the color. All right, let's replace the color with the gremlin eye. And let's replace the... Which one is this? That's the skin. That's the body. That's... Oh, it's still using the alpha or luma of something else, right? Basic. I don't need you to use... Oh, yes. Oh, now we're in Beetlejuice territory. All right, that is too tall of a cat eye. So we're going to do some adjusting.
Too tall of a cat eye.
I know I could adjust it in cinema, but I don't know why I'm so much more comfortable just a little.
Yeah, I would be the same way.
That way I can always pull this into After Effects or something if I'm sourcing it, and then move this pupil around and it'll animate on top of the eyes, which is kind of cool.
Oh, nice.
Gremlin eye, replace it, and let's even say okay on this. If this doesn't work, then I'll adjust it in cinema. All right, Gremlin Eye, reload yourself.
Okay.
Did you reload?
That's horrifying. It's just the most horrifying thing you've ever. Not really ever, but.
Not ever, but it's along those lines.
It's
okay.
bad.
So Gremlins, I'm just trying. I mean, I don't know if I should reference them or if I should just work off the ET design, but they have a lot more spikes than stuff than the Mogwai do. They've got the rough skin.
Are you gonna do that with like what? How you are you gonna like mess with his geometry?
Yeah, I somehow want to figure out how to add some extra stuff here. So first, I'm gonna.
Oh, sorry, Nick. The answer to your question is no. It's just Fast Run M1.
All right, let me go to see if I can find myself something to use for delicious teeth. Gremlin. Is anyone built a cool gremlin that I can download that they want to share with me for free?
Somebody must.
Surprised you don't already have one.
Or just at least like a goblin or something. Didn't we in episode 1? I need to go find a set of teeth.
There's a chance. I'm telling you, there's a chance.
For Attack the Block.
Yes, we had teeth for Attack the Block. We pulled it off of.
Well, it doesn't matter now because I am going to pull it from. Let's see. Let me find it right here and pull it all over. I'm going to grab Idmentals. He calls this a gremlin, which is great because it's got the gremlin-y stuff that I need. So here we go. Check this thing out.
The gremlin-y stuff that I need. Oh, it's terrifying. Nice.
It's a beautiful gremlin, and I just want the teeth. I just want the mouth stuff. Mouth stuff for me only. Why does what?
Mouth stuff for me only. I'm gonna give up on the shot for now. I've got it to a place I think it'll work in the cut.
All right. Nope. Dope. Okay. Import, or not import. I want to merge with. Oh, where did I put it? Oh no. Oh, it's the double zip, the classic Sketchfab double zip.
Oh, yeah, I gotta have him grab him.
Okay.
So let's do this.
Import this thing. Who knows what the scale is? Let's see. Oh, it's a huge scale. I should have. All right. So this is. Oh, so it's one object, huh? Okay. Well, let's find the base color for said object and load that in here. Another reason why I should have updated my. Sketchfab importer. Okay. Oh my gosh. Let's scale this guy way down. Zoom in. Just going to do some classic geometry stealing here. So let's look at this guy. He's just one mesh right here. Is that visible on screen? Yeah, it is. So what I'm going to try is I'm going to go to point mode. And it looks like these were all distinctly modeled, the gums and the teeth. So I may try just grabbing and, selecting some random points over here from the body, ignoring the mouth and saying, select connected. And then I think if I press delete, yes, nailed it. So we got rid of the rest. I think you can also say, what is it? Is it UY or something? No, that's expand. UW? Yeah, UW will select all of the geometry that might have come from one source or whatever. Now I just need to frame all this stuff in here. Oh, brought in this Grogu head in case we want to maybe add some ears inexplicably. All right, so let's rename these things the teeth, and let's scale down the object. First of all, oh, wait, no. Teeth, object mode. Its center is way down here because it's coming from the original geometry. So I'll go to Tools, Axis Center, and then I'll say center, the axis point to all of these points, and now I can scale it from right here. And there's a little bit of rotation on there, so I could actually even go back to there and tell it to recenter the orientation too. But later. First, we gotta focus on teethifying. All right, let's see. Let's rotate these teeth. I don't mind if they're a little bit crooked, to be honest. I mean, they're already ridiculous. We're gonna do some ET dental stuff.
Oh no.
Oh gosh.
Jason Murphy really wants your Gremlin ET to have a mohawk.
A mohawk? Okay, so he's going to be like, I want to say Spike, but it's Stripe, right? Is the bad guy. Seth, you're a big Gremlins guy.
Yeah, Gremlins guy.
Huge fan of Gremlins, Seth.
Brian Polly, name check are the bad guys from.
Actually, is it from 2 or 1? Because Polly, I believe, doesn't have an extensive knowledge of 2.
What?
Yeah, I believe.
Polly, I'm overriding your plans for the evening. Push aside in-laws, spouses, babies, and let them know that the new plan is Gremlins 2. Bring them all along, in fact, too. It's a perfect sequel.
Okay, here's
Godfather 2, Step Aside.
Here's what I've got so far. 2 Batmen fighting. One grabs the other one, throws him against the bar, throws him on the ground.
Oh my gosh, you've got a full scene.
And starts beating him up.
Oh.
Okay. So clearly,
so good.
By accident, I have established a bias toward Battinson. I think now what I really want to do is I want to take the title from the trailer and have it say The Batmen.
The Batman.
I think it's important that I do this.
Well, it should be the Batman because it is the Batman. Like it's
yeah, it's the Batman, so it's got to be. Let's see.
Yeah, I think essential viewing alongside Gremlins 2 is the Key and Peele Gremlins 2 pitch meeting.
It's absolutely fantastic. I've talked, because Gremlins is in this, is why I've talked about my podcast a lot on this episode, but Polly and I regularly send each other the gif of it can be in the movie and is in the movie.
Yeah. Oh, it's phenomenal. Just treat yourself to both of those treasures, everyone.
Instead of the movie, either movie Gremlins.
No.
No, just flat out no.
All right. Why am I wasting so much time on these teeth?
Because it's important.
I think that's what happened in our very inaugural episode. Is I got really caught up on the teeth for a long time.
They catch you up.
E-teeth.
You get hung up on teeth because they're sharp. Is that it? What is it? Here we go. Ooh, this is going to be tricky. You know why? Because it's got this background layer. And I'm going to replace this A with an E.
Okay.
But it's going to cover different areas. So I'm going to have to interpolate or extrapolate the rest of this bat image that's behind it. I wonder if Phil can do that for me.
Oh,
Content aware Phil.
Content aware Phil, our good old friend.
The trick there, if I'm going to do that, is I have to.
Phil has been not pulling his weight around here recently.
Really?
I think that if if I have anything to say about it in the review, he could do more.
Well, his employee review is next week. So what if we on the show we did a full length employee review episode with
different aspects of After Effects?
Yeah, but personified and anthropomorphized. Hey, I haven't seen you in a while, Michael. What are you doing? It's the same thing. Oh. The exact same image. Makes me happy.
Hang on. It's not the exact same.
No, this is enough for me.
This.
Where is he being sent?
And it's about to look better because this is about to get some optical glow action going on here. So hang on, if you'll just hold tight.
Where is Grogu sending him?
Well, he's force pushing him, force warping him, which is a thing that definitely happens to the battle zone.
You know, they call it new Star Wars. We can add a new.
They call it forping.
So what's happening here is I've got a bunch of things going on. Trap code shine is going. It's happening as well as tritone. We'll show a few things. So first of all, we have optics compensation, starting with doing nothing, and then just kind of optics compensating to do that.
But did you guys hear me say forping? Did you hear me earlier?
So we got that nice little kind of warp happening. Okay. And we've got CC Reptile is being used only because I need it for the twirl that happens later. The CC Hex Tile, on the other hand, does this cool thing, which is neat. And then I've got the twirl, which is why I needed the Reptile. So the twirl does this. And then Trap Code Shine does that lovely... Instead of using it as a shine, I'm using it more as a fast rendering radial blur because it's way faster than the built-in radial blur goes. As you can see, it renders quite quickly.
Genius.
And then tritone comes on to colorize it over time. So these are all my keyframes right here, as you can see, doing their keyframey thing. And of course, I've got Kermit animating it as well. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these into Super Calm Red Giant VFX. Make sure I'm not clicking on anything that's got beta stuff in it.
I've never done that on the show.
Perils. Okay. Let's go further ahead towards bluer so I can see how the optical glow is going to really look. And I want to put an optical glow on that. We're going to make the size significantly larger, as always do. So Kermit's going to get lost in that warp. So I'm going to say, hey, I'd like to keyframe that property because I want it to start glowing. And I don't necessarily want it to glow maybe that much. Maybe just, like that. Don't want to lose our talent's face too much. I think that's good, actually. I'll put, back to the beginning of our timeline here. Press the home key. Need to make the glow happen less while we're at it. So super comp. Glow size is 0. Beginning, actually, I probably would need to start up later on, somewhere in that vicinity. Control Shift F9 to make it ease out of that keyframe. And then now in this earlier frame here, we need to make Kermit match this area here. So we'll do color correction, match background, which I actually don't need to do that much because he's actually matching close enough. I'm just going to do some edge blending. Get rid of that hard edge of his. Since he's moving pretty quick, we could just pretend it's motion blur.
Notoriously hard edge.
Yeah, hard edge. We'll do some reverse light wrap for a nice subtle reverse light wrapping. And some actual light wrap to get the cafe to wrap on him. And I'm going to crank that up just a little bit more because I don't like subtlety. I'm just kidding. Subtlety is fine. Subtlety is lovely. Put a haze on him. Then overall, this whole thing, I definitely need to put make that an adjustment layer and adjustment layer. Some looks on here real quick, just for an overall look. Oh, you know what? I change away from my screen real quick, please. Thank you.
You got it. So over here,
I'm just going to do some magic bullet looks just real quick.
Hashi's no, you're good. Hashi's horrifying thing over there. Meanwhile, I am So while Hashi desecrates all of our childhoods over there, I have made a luminance matte by just adding a tint and levels and cranking up the white levels
genius.
On this Batman layer, and then I've used it as a set matte and done a slight matte choker just to get rid of some of any leftover black edges there. And I'm going to run content aware fill on this and see if it can fill out and make this extrapolate or interpolate, whatever the word would be. I don't know, create this background layer that's behind these texts, so I can swap out the A and make an E. Here we go, generate fill layer, lighting correction. I don't need lighting correction. Here we go, and do it.
All right, I need a vote from the audience. Do we here? Since I had Baby Yoda, I just grabbed Baby Yoda's ears and kind of have warped them onto this model.
Those look like gremlin ears to me.
But like just as an aesthetic choice, would Gremlin ET suddenly have gremlin ears, or should he just look more like a scarier ET?
He needs the ears, because I think what's great about it is that I honestly can't tell. There's a wonderful blurry line between where ET ends and the gremlin begins.
They're all related, right? We're somehow.
Were the gremlins in Star Wars? I don't remember. Were they in the prequels?
I don't think so. I know the ETians were.
ET is it? Yeah, ET planet.
They have an actual species name that I once knew and I've forgotten.
If anyone in the chat wants to throw that in there, that would be great. What the ET species
You'll
name
get a free Gremlins is Bad sweatshirt.
You won't.
You won't. I actually don't know how to do that yet.
Select connection. Oh yeah. Didn't I just learn the shortcut for this again? Well,
everyone says needs the ears. Everyone in the chat is going up by the ears.
Ears, great. I'm in it then.
By the way, Asogians are the actual species name.
Asogians?
Asogians.
Now, was that decided when the ET ride at Universal was a thing?
It was decided, I believe, by Star Wars. Yeah.
Weren't a handful of the original Star Wars alien names determined by like Kenner or something?
Possibly.
They didn't actually have.
My favorite is, and I'm not going to talk about this extensively because this is our Maxon podcast, but George Lucas decided that the name of the genre of music, I believe, being played in the cantina was jizz.
Oh, no.
Not sure he knew what he was doing or saying. But I believe it's canon, and I'm going to confirm it, and then I'm never going to speak of it again.
I am over here splitting teeth, by which, of course, I mean I'm grabbing just one of the teeth, and I split its geometry off because my goal is to bring it over here to these hands and add claws to ET's fingers here. Now, I think that if I set this up right, well, first of all, I should go to a better live view to be able to position these better. And let's go to object mode. Let's go ahead and center the axis again. Oh, tools. Axis center. Execute. There we go. So now I can just grab that little thing from right here, and let's move one nail to around here. We'll just control click, drag one over here. I'm just looking at the top view right now. I'm just making sure they kind of align from the top. And now I can go to the side view and make them align from a height perspective. Boop.
Sam Diaz wants to know where you can find your podcast, Seth, the podcast you just referred to. They are a film score fan as well.
Go find the Writer's Room Game Show, available wherever podcasts are downloaded.
Sold. Writer's Room, if we're talking about my podcast, the Writer's Room Game Show. You can find, you can search it on any podcast provider, but you can also go to writersroomgame.show. Do me a favor, go there, listen to things, and then tell all your friends about both these shows, the VFX and Chill and the Writer's Room Game Show, please. Oh, I had it. It content aware filled it, and then it crashed.
Oh, that's the worst. Do you have an autosave that might have...
Nope. So I'm just there. It's okay. I actually was seeing edges, so I need to redo it. I'm going to go ahead and just purge.
All right. I'm just going to get these claws in place. One. These hands are going to look just like every alien dragon hand from that era, like a dark overlord of the universe kind of nails. We did have some suggestions for Howard the Duck, another one of my favorites. I'll go to the mat for that film.
I also believe we had confirmation on the genre of music I mentioned earlier in the chat, if you want to check that out. Also, you boys in the Slack, check out the entry that I found that was not readable on air.
I was surprised it was able to be posted into the chat, and we will slide this nail right here, and maybe, okay, if this model is designed the way I think it is, which it looks like a pretty symmetrical setup, hopefully I can just go up here and let's add a little symmetry object. Where are they? They're up here. Michael, where are the symmetry objects?
Oh, sorry. Hang on just a second. Blah, 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 blah. Symmetry object.
Oh, right there. It's a new look. New look,
yeah.
Same great symmetry.
Same acceptable symmetry.
Same, hopefully, normal preserving symmetry, right? Connected all of these things. They're called teeth, but I should rename these claws. And then I'll drag them into the symmetry object, which should put them right over here. And it's not quite. So let's just go ahead and press C on that symmetry object to make it uniform. I mean, not uniform, to make it into geometry.
Hey, Ash, can you remind us what your end game is here? Like how much you're going to get?
Oh my gosh, I'm not going to get through as much as I thought. I wanted to have some cool scenes of this guy replacing Gremlins in some classic shots from the Gremlins. Do you have
at least one shot that you think you could use this on? Because this is a really cool asset you've made.
I like this asset a lot. So basically, so far I've just been doing, weird ET. Oh, what was the species name again?
Jizz. Nope. Asogian
makeover classic show. Right. Okay. I like it. Here, everybody. Here's my Gremly T.
That looks model. So good.
So he's lovely. Let's
put
it like that. Let's try to. I don't need that. Where are? All right. Should I try to bake him into one object? That would probably be a good idea, right? Let's select all these and let's. First, we'll save. I haven't saved.
Oh, Hashi.
Dear God.
Thanks for reminding me to save.
Oh man, we almost lost you, Gremly T.
Gremly Tea.
That sounds like it's probably a brand of delicious tea.
Gremly Tea.
It's what Grogu is drinking.
100% what Grogu is drinking.
Okay, so I'm going to do this. I've got all these different geometries now, and I'd like them just to be a simple thing that I can throw into Mixamo. So I'm going to grab all of these so I don't have to deal with this many textures and stuff. I'm going to throw them into a connect object like this.
There's some things happening in the chat that I'm finding very funny, but we just can't endorse.
All right, we're going to say object. We're going to bake this object. Wait, no, first I'm going to throw them into the connect object. I'll press C. Did you lose something?
It found Phil did it. Phil did it. And then he crashed everything.
Oh, no.
Phil. All right. I threw everything into a connect object, which means it has multiple textures like this. But I then went to object, bake object, and I'm going to have it make something like, I don't know, a 4K-ish texture that is a single texture, and I'm going to replace the object here. So let's just say that. Let's determine a path for that in our VFX and Chill. Where are we? Let's just look through all of my exciting folders here.
Where do fills get saved?
They next to the project file.
Boom.
You can right click and oh no, you can't because you get crashed. I forgot.
Oh, look at this crap. Okay, 66 frames I got.
3D stuff. Okay. So now I'm going to press bake, and what's going to happen is all these textures and everything are going to pretend it's just one. Well, first it's going to give me an asset error because I don't need them. Forget about it.
Forget about it.
Thank you. All right. So what's happened is
look at that. Look at this. It did it. Sorry. Just
did it.
It did it.
Oh my gosh.
Background. Okay. Continue. I'm so sorry.
Nothing. I'd forgotten that they would all be named by the top layer at the time, so he just came back in as Claus, and I kind of like that.
That's the perfect name.
That would be the name and the movie name.
That's fantastic.
Steven Spielberg's Claus. Oh my gosh! I'll just throw the Amityville font on that, and we're
man. What's his name? Who puts cats and everything? I feel like he's done that, hasn't he? Isn't that his Jaws one?
Oh, it probably is.
And we invited him.
You're
on
talking
the show,
about Owl Kitty.
Yes, Owl Kitty. Thank you.
Yeah, find Owl Kitty on all the social medias. So E.T.'s looking weirder, and that is because. Instead of all these multiple materials, he's now actually just using this one material and as one object like that. And the reason it looks so mushy is because I got to go to the viewport and change the default texture size to match. And now we've got sort of the same thing going. And also I'm going to uncheck reflectance because I don't need that. There we go. So look at this, one object, one texture, So now I'm going to... what I really need is I just need a close-up like laugh on this guy or something. So let me export this as an FBX, and I'm going to export the materials too. And I don't think I need to do any other presets things. I don't need the lights, but I'll say OK. And then, whoops, did I do it? I think I clicked through my naming. So let's see if it exists somewhere. E.T. Gremlins. Nope, I must have closed it. Oh no, it's hidden. It's hidden. Save file. No, let's see. Oh, now I feel bad using Claus if Owl Kitty's already got it.
Well, I don't know if he has. Chat, confirm for us, please.
The chat's saying that they love Owl Kitty.
That's not what we asked, chat.
No, we don't want to know about people who make us feel insecure because of their skill.
Yeah. I have Hashi for that. I don't need anybody else.
Mix-a-mo.
Batman.
Batman. Dun 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 Batman.
Dun dun dun. You know what? It needs that music. Which, by the way, that track, like, as a kids, we all loved it because it was memorable and snappy. But that track freaking slaps. That's like absolutely. I will drive around in my car listening to that Batman theme. It's freaking great.
Do. Wait a second. He doesn't look the same. What happened to you? All right.
Who hurt you?
Let's do this. Okay. 3D stuff. Where are you? I thought I finished saving it. Maybe I didn't finish the dialogue.
Steven says it's called Claus.
It's called Claus.
Of course.
Santa Claus.
All right. Okay, E.T. Gremlins. Okay, let's upload Claus and let's see if Mixamo can auto rig this because I lost the rig earlier, even though this is a rigged character to begin with. Wouldn't have mattered. It was a different joint hierarchy. Gosh, I don't know what my end product is going to be today. Oh my gosh. I love him. I love this guy. Look at this. This is absurd. Okay.
It's going to be so great.
Elbows there, knees. See, this is where it gets weird. So I guess his knees are here. Mixamo does not like a long torso. It's going to break him right there.
Mixamo is built for like human shapes, not this.
Not this. Not like this.
Not like this. I am working on doing the force push kind of warpy effect on Goku.
The force push.
Yeah, on Grogu's shot, not Goku's shot. There is a whole tutorial on doing a force push from Red Giant, which they have just put in the chat. Thank you for that, Red Giant.
Way to go, Red Giant.
Yeah, way to go, Red Giant. There's no one like you.
The way I'm doing it, ignoring completely that tutorial because I don't remember what it said, I'm doing this. So I've got this layer here with a ramp on it. I was trying a couple different things, but let me drop my effects back all to whatever.
Oh my gosh, we've learned so many ways to make expanding rings on this show in the last couple of months.
Got a gradient ramp placed, so it ramps from his hands to the outside of the comp. I just black to white, nothing fancy. Then Colorama, I have set to Solarize Gray. Then I cycled repetitions. So normally it would just solarize it like that, but cycled repetitions gives you a whole bunch of different rings all at once. Then if you animate the phase shift like so, you get rings going one direction or the other. So that gives us this sort of look. Just nice, infinitely expanding rings, which is handy. And then I used Fractal Noise in overlay mode just to kind of break up those edges somewhat. The overlay blending mode. Although I might, I am gonna do it. I'm gonna change it from overlay blending mode. Here, I'm gonna put that back up to 100% opacity. No, I'm gonna put it back to normal blend mode and then just put it down. Anyway, I'm fiddling with stuff I don't need to be fiddling with. Anyway, Fractal Noise on top of it, then Turbulent Displace to kind of reshape stuff, animated, so that it does this, warpy, and then I used a circle effect, one of my faves, very useful circle effect. Circle is set to medium gray, and I've got it inverted and animating the radius out, so the circle comes out like that, very feathered. So it goes from very little to more. And then I'm using that inside of Supercomp as a displacement layer so that it warps all the layers below it. We've got a nice little subtle little warpy going on there.
Nice effect stacking.
Thank you. And I'm going to make the circle open up a little quicker so that we can see more of it before the shot cuts to the next shot. I want to see it clean-ish and then open up. Yeah, there we go. That's better. So so it starts out force pushy. There we go.
Very nice.
So our overall so far is we sip the tea. We look over. Oh my gosh, there he is. Holy crap. That's where we're at.
Were we recording just now? Did we get all that?
Sound effects built in. Don't feed him Reese's Pieces after midnight, says Red Plaid Films to you, Hash.
Oh, that's exactly the clip I want to use. It's like, and whatever you do, don't feed him after midnight. And it's just the hand grabbing those
Reese's Pieces.
So right now I have this
That's amazing.
All right.
Oh, hey, so you're that doesn't not work.
It does not work. All right, so I'm going to turn up the character arm space. Yes! Flashbacks to visiting the Warner Brothers store.
That's what you saw at the Warner Brothers store?
You'll have a Warner Brothers store in
Branson, Missouri.
Colin's asking where y'all learned your... Where we all learned our After Effects
Michael, are you okay? You okay over there, pal?
Colin's asking where we all learned our After Effects skills. And... because they say they've been using After Effects for years, but they always forget how to do things. And here's the thing, Colin. So do we. Like, I will have made a tutorial, and then later on, I'm like, how do I do that? And I have to go back and look at my own tutorial. So It's not just you. Your brain can only hold so much stuff, and there is so much stuff in After Effects that you will have to look stuff up all the time. I learned initially from VHS tapes of Brian Maffitt's Total Training. All hail Brian Maffitt. That's how I got my base knowledge of After Effects. It's important. Like a lot of folks when they're first starting out learning After Effects, they just want to jump in and make something cool, which is fine, but you won't actually learn how to use it. If you have to learn the basic, quote unquote, boring building blocks of how After Effects works, how the program thinks, so that you know how to build your own effects out of it instead of just knowing how to follow tutorials. So I went through Brian Maffitt's Total Training way back in the day on VHS tapes. And it gave me a good base for how After Effects works, how video works on an underlying level, and that gets you, a good foundation to build from. So you just need the little extra bits and bobs down the road. What about you, Seth? How'd you learn After Effects?
I learned it. I learned a lot of it I learned watching from Andrew Kramer, watching Video Copilot tutorials, and it was really out of. So I've always, I'm a director first and foremost, and everything else I do is by necessity so that I can direct things. Writing is so that I can have something to direct. Any knowledge I have of visual effects is because I wanted to do something really cool in something I was making. And I looked for any tutorial that would give me anything, anything to be able to start from, anywhere to start from and learn and kind of do. And so it was a combination of Andrew Kramer tutorials along with anything on YouTube I could find back in 2009 when I really kind of taught myself, and then in 2010 I learned enough about particular to make a smoke monster, and then I got a job at Red Giant from that, essentially, in Plot Device. And so I've actually been learning how to do visual effects since then, I think, just every day since then over time. And then you work with Hashi, you pretty much learn from every damn thing he does.
Yeah, working with people who are, in this industry, the best thing about After Effects is, like Michael said, if you learn it from the ground up, it is such a workhorse kind of program where it has all the little components that make other stuff. And what is it? What is our phrase about After Effects? It was built to do things it wasn't built to do. Yeah,
After Effects is made so that you can make it do whatever. You can do stuff in it you're not supposed to do.
Oh my gosh, these are terrifying.
They really are.
This is the zombie pack. Oh, this is the reach down and eat a jugular.
Oh,
kind of things. The short legs make for some difficult crawling actions, but that's kind of scary, right?
Yes. You don't need confirmation.
I wouldn't want this running around my house. And also, E.T. is probably between 2.5 feet to 3.5 feet tall with his neck. So I'm making hand gestures outside of the camera, but
so am I always.
So these guys should be 6 feet and then they extend their neck up to be 8 feet tall. That sounds about right.
Yeah.
I dodged at talking about.
Sorry.
What have you got? Oh my gosh.
I've got the theme. Sorry.
Seth has got something.
I forget that all of my sound goes into that. God, this show was so freaking great.
The original Batman?
From the 1960s. It's just one of my favorite things in the whole world.
I can't remember if it's a Patrick Williams video that talks about camp and how brilliant an example of how deliberately this show had to be made to be what it is.
Yes, it's not by accident that it is this fun. And I'm sorry. Tell me this song isn't on par with Mission Impossible. Like,
I think they're related, you know?
I could just listen to that for the whole freaking show. I'm doing audio editing in After Effects, which is something I tell all my students only idiots do.
I mean, not wrong.
That's good enough for me right now. Let's see if I drop this in.
Man, it turns out there are not very many Gremlin-y actions. I thought there would be more. Like in the monster category or something.
I'm about to hit play. Forgive me, but I just want to see how this music goes with this. It needs punch sound effects. All right. I'm done, guys. That's my show.
Oh my gosh. I'm so excited.
How are you guys doing? Now I can pay attention
I'm
to you
doing
guys.
all right. I'm trying to find a Mixamo thing that has some good head bobbiness to it. But not finding as many as I want. Let's see, I want the guard level down. Activity level is higher. Overdrive's a little faster because you're kind of Muppety.
He's just rapping. He's just destroying you. What's that tweet? Like every picture of E.T. from the E.T. ride looks like he's just destroying you in a rap battle.
Yes. Phenomenal. Okay,
Jason Murphy. Now change the song to say Batmen. All right, cool. I'll just hop into my recording booth real quick.
Pull my 60s choir.
My content aware fill for audio.
Let's see, posture. What if I change the posture to higher? And the guard level to medium. Okay, so the posture is how upright it's standing. There we go. That's what I want. I want some kind of goofy, monstery idol that looks a little bit more like a laugh. The laugh they had was like a very very mocap like
yeah.
Wah, ha ha ha. All right. Let's save this as, man, I gotta at least get this into a shot, huh?
Yeah.
Man, I'm sorry, everyone. I was so excited.
I mean, that asset alone is going to be reaping great rewards going forward in the future. It's about time we update our intro with some assets as well.
Yes. So Claus, the gremlin, is definitely going to have to end up in there.
Claus the gremlin.
All right.
Gremlin Claus.
All right, I'm going to do some quick editing here. I'm going to get real boring for a second.
Go for it. I'm just going to try to add some Batman to this.
Batman.
Even Robin.
And
Okay. I'm already excited by this.
I am working on making my battle scene. Like the actual spot for them to do their fight.
Let me come over to you, Michael. Hey, it's Michael.
Hey.
Show us your arena.
Yeah, here we are. I've got Kermit comes fly. He's gonna be like flying in and then land, and then they'll be ready to do battle. So now I'm making like the battle space here. So I've got myself a floor. Then I have to decide, like, I want it to be like Street Fighter-esque. So one of those places that's like clearly built for just fighting and no other purposes. So it's gonna be like a techie like circular battle arena is my thought. And that's the extent of my thoughts on this process so far. So I've got to make all kinds of fun stuff. So let's see. We need like a basic wall, obviously. That needs to be there. Let's make this nice and tall. And I want to see in it while I'm working, so I'm going to slice it real quick. And rotate that. My rotate key. See that? Let me think about this for a second. How do I want this to to look. Actually, let me unslice that. Let's just go deep inside here. Ooh, I wish I had my space mouse. There we go. My space mouse is back home in Kentucky, and I miss it.
Space mouse.
It's so good. If you work in 3D in ZBrush or Cinema 4D, the space mouse is great. It gives you the ability, just using your hand, to twist, turn, up, down, left, right, every direction you might want to move around. It's so much easier to navigate a 3D scene with a space mouse. I love my space mouse in Cinema 4D. I use it all the time, and I know ZBrush folks love it for sculpting, because if you're wanting to sculpt on something, it's so much easier to just turn your sculpture when you're doing stuff. So you can have your hand on a pen, the other hand on your space mouse, turn it, sculpt, turn, sculpt, turn, sculpt. It's great. Love my space mouse.
Got one hand on my space mouse. I feel like Space Mouse actually needs a theme like the Batman theme.
See, if I'd known I was going to be doing a bunch of Cinema 4D stuff and trying to get something done in 10 minutes, I would have Space Moused a lot sooner. Now, I would have brought my Space Mouse here instead of leaving it like a fool. All right, let's make random gibberish for the outside then. So I'll throw that platonic in a cloner, holding Alt key so that the platonic goes in the cloner without me having to physically do it. Going to make it radial. Make that radius nice and big. Bigger than that. Let's go. Just out there. And we'll make more clones. More clones. Let's see how many more clones you got. Pretty good. And we'll raise that up a bit. Up a bit. Come on. Didn't mean to type the letter E in there. I wanted to hit E. This
is an amazing little arena.
Yeah.
Right? It's going to be great. And in 2 minutes, it's going to be fantastic.
Oh my gosh.
Just kidding. It's not going to be great in 2 minutes. It's going to take a longer time than that. Let's see. Let's make it spacey. Putting this ring. Nothing is spacier than a ring. This is going to be a glowy ring. So let's make the ring radius big enough to go. See, again, I need my mouse for this. There we go. Bring that in, put it down. This ring is going to glow. It needs to be a smaller radius. There we go. Let's start putting some textures on some of these things. We already got Kermit with his texture here. Let's do a nice black, kind of metallic look for most of the rest of the stuff. We don't need the default specular. We will do. We'll do a Beckman. Let's apply this to the cylinder. And let's do it on the tori or the platonics as well. And since it's going to be annoying like this, let's do, because it's doing a default HRI, which we don't want to have. We want to have a decent HRI, HDRI. That looks a little spacier. So I'll search in the asset browser here.
Asset browser.
Asset browser. I mean, I've got a bunch on a hard drive I probably should be looking at, but I'm just doing this real quick just so I have something.
I want the Mario Bowser from Mario to have an asset browser.
Asset browser? Yes.
Asset Bowser.
Asset Bowser. Anyway, we'll put this on a sky object so that it will use that as the default reflection. So see now it looks spacier without me having to do anything. And we'll do that. We'll call this one rough, just rough metal for now. And speaking of rough, let's roughen it up somewhat more than that, just maybe a little bit. And we need some Fresnel for better realism. Conductor, because it's metallic. And let's do a preset of iron. Well, why not? There. And then, you know what? I want those platonics to have a bit more interest on their edges because nothing is that sharp in real life. So let's do a bevel deformer, holding shift to make it a child. So now we got nice little bevels on there, which will catch the light real nice and make it neat looking. And we want this to be a glowy blue beam because, of course. It's space. Things are glowy and blue. That's what futuristic. If we've learned nothing from our time with the folks from Perception, it's that the future is glowing and blue. don't anybody tell them I said that. Let's see. We want Fresnel color because we want that to be a nice glowy blue, 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 glowy blue, glowy blue. Let's see here. For this gradient, let's do a nice deep blue for the outside. Or inside, I mean. And then brighter blue on the outside. Like that. Or you know what? Let's flip that. Let's invert this gradient. Invert. There we go. Yeah. I'm liking that. This needs to be way hotter. Brighter. Yeah, I'm liking that. Then in post, we can make that really pop. Yeah, because we were going to bring this in somewhat too much. So what I'm going to do is in the shader under luminance, I'm going to say I want that to be extra bright. You know what? I'm probably going to use redshift for this. So let's not fuss around with this too much. And let's put this metal texture on our floor as well.
Yeah, we're totally going to run out of time here, but
I know we've got like 2 minutes left.
But
name this Battle Arena. What are you doing? It is
exciting.
Where are you at, Hash?
I am just trying to throw together some audio, a little thing that I could render to send Seth to show people where I was headed with this. But I've just pressed the replace with After Effects composition button, so I need to save a new project. Royale, Hashi, show. And we've got, okay. So there very little to pick from. I couldn't find a good just shot of Henry Thomas listening to kind of replace that bit that I have of what's the other one's name?
Michael? Or
yes.
No, his brother's name's Michael.
His brother's name's Michael. But let's see. This is the best I have, I think, that is similar to this to these shots. So I want to just kind of make a render one to replace that with and leave the data in there. And then I'll throw that over to you, Seth, just so people can get a taste of what I'm going to put together for them. And Seth, it sounds like you might have something awesome to play us out with. I don't want to go over today.
Oh, yeah, it's 139. No, I was getting started on this while trying to combine several Batmans into one shot with Michael Keaton prevailing at the end.
Michael Keaton.
But it's going to take some time to really get that shot looking like something. So have you...
As is often the case.
Have you sent that over thing you want me to play?
No.
Oh, okay.
I won't get it in time here. But
everybody.
I don't want to let you down. So I would like to get this put together. And so we can release our these little moments of
these precious moments.
These precious VFX and Chill Battle Royale moments, or VFX and Chill Royale. Ooh, look at that. Lovely time warping artifact right there.
Well, it is 2:00, gentlemen. So I think it's time for us to find out stuff we might have learned, ? Did we do any rotor brushing? Well, I didn't. I actually had done that ahead of time. Michael, you did some, did you not?
Hashi did all the rotor brushing ahead of time when he was prepping all of the assets for the different possible wheel elements. We didn't actually have to do rotor brushing live on air this time. I didn't do any motion tracking live on air this time either. I thought I was going to, and I didn't.
Hey, that's kind of nice, actually, all things considered.
It's nice. I don't remember any rainbow fighting, so that's gone.
Oh, Kermit was going to. The very, very next thing is he's going to do that at Grogu inside this battle arena. Because Hashi also helpfully found some nice Mixamo things. So I was going to make him do like a little whoosh, like throw a rainbow at Grogu, but I did not get to do that.
Whoosh there it was not. But we did do some color matching using Super Comp. We motion tracking. I didn't do any motion tracking. Did you guys?
I didn't, actually. I was positive I would as well. And yet here we are.
We did do some After Effects. Michael did do a Kermit voice. Gizmo did not die violently, but I'll leave that there just so it can all be in our hearts and minds. Cinema 4D arena build. We did watch Michael build an arena in Cinema 4D. And
partly.
Hashi did build an abomination in Cinema 4D.
I did.
What other things did we do? I mean, is that kind of essentially what we did?
I feel like that's essentially what we did. I think we're on our way to some cool stuff that we could do, and it's not quite there yet. So, this was a large thing to tackle. So, maybe get your suggestions in right now for what you'd like to see in the next VFX and Chill, and maybe we'll do a little bit more groundwork ahead of time.
Maybe so. Learned about Star Wars music genres. And that's all for our show this week. Thank you, everybody, for coming and being here and listening and watching and learning and loving. Any last words, you guys? Nothing? All right.
Love y'all. Bye.
Love you. Bye.